Hello. Today we are going to see nouns. Naming words are called nouns. Nouns are names of people, animals, places, objects, substances, actions, qualities, ideas, concepts. Look at the example here. Can you identify nouns in the following sentences? Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal to show his love for his queen. It is a famous monument. There are 5 nouns. Shah Jahan and Taj Mahal are special names. Love, abstract noun. Queen and monuments are common noun. Now let's see some important points about nouns. Words that ends with ity, ment, ness, ation, hood, hood are generally nouns. Exceptions are there, but generally they are nouns. Second important thing about the nouns is that we often recognize a noun by its position in the sentence. Nouns often come after words like this, my, such, or after articles like an or the. Nouns often come after one or more adjectives. Here are the examples. A great relief, a peaceful afternoon, the tall Indian doctor, this difficult word, my brown and white house. My brown and white are adjectives and house is a noun. Third important point is the function of noun in a sentence. Nouns have jobs in the sentence. Noun can be used as subject of the verb or object of the verb or both as subject and object of the verb. In the first sentence, noun doctor is used as subject, in second as object, and in third teachers and student, both the nouns are used as subject and object. When we want to show that something belongs to somebody or something, we usually add an apostrophe plus s to a singular noun and only apostrophe to a plural noun. Rules to form possessive nouns. Singular possessive nouns are formed by adding apostrophe plus s after a noun. Apples, taste. Books, cover. Boss, car. Cats, tuna. Rule 2 is when a plural noun ends with s, add only apostrophe to make it possessive. Examples are Americans' ideals, baby's shoes, cabbage's nutrition. Third rule. When a plural noun does not end with s, add an apostrophe and s to make it possessive. Examples are cattle's pasture, geese eggs, women's clothes, children's toys. Next rule is when two nouns are joined together, then we add apostrophe and s to second noun to make it possessive. Hansel and Gretel's adventure. With compound nouns, only last word shows possession. My sister-in-law's advice. We have added apostrophe and s after law. Can you tell the correct possessive form of the nouns in these two sentences? Okay, try it. Here are the answers. The first sentence, teachers, is a plural noun. So, we will use only apostrophe after s. And in the second sentence, teacher is singular noun. So, we will use apostrophe and s both. The teacher's rules and the teacher's room. Nouns can be singular and plural. Singular noun refers to one person, place, or idea. Plural noun refers to more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Regular plurals are bags, pens, and irregular plurals are feet, teeth, children. Rules to form plurals are here. Rule 1. Noun ending in F or FE change to F to V and add ES. Wolves, wives, lives. Some nouns have different plural forms: children, women, mice, like that. Rule 3. Most of the plurals are formed by adding only S. Cup, cups, desk, desks, window, windows. Rule 4. Nouns end in CH, X, S, SH sounds takes ES after them. Nouns ending in vowels like Y or O have definite rules. They take ES to form plural. Rule 6. Some nouns have same singular and plural forms. Ship, ship. Nouns have genders. In English language, there are 4 genders. 1. Masculine gender. It refers to a male character or male member of species. Second is feminine gender. A noun is said to be in feminine gender if it refers to a female character. Third, common gender. Names used for both male and female. And last, 4 number, name is said to be neuter gender if it refers to member of a species which is neither a male nor a female. There are different types of nouns: proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, non-countable noun, collective noun, and compound noun. Let's understand the difference between concrete and abstract nouns. Something that you perceive with your 5 senses are called concrete nouns. Concrete noun refers to the thing we see. They have physical existence. Something that you cannot perceive or experience with your 5 senses are called abstract nouns. They are intangible things. They don't have physical existence. They are generally thoughts, ideas, quality, conditions, and concepts. Example here. She put the book on the table. Book is a concrete noun. You can touch it, see it, and maybe even smell it. In the second example, music is also a concrete noun. You cannot touch the music, but you can hear the music. Concrete nouns can be divided into proper nouns and common nouns. Let's see the difference. First difference is proper noun always starts with a capital letter. Common nouns don't. Common noun used for a class. The name given to a non-specific person or a thing is called common noun. Proper nouns refers to a specific person or a thing. August means one particular month of the year. How can we identify noun and pronoun in the sentence? By asking question. A common noun answers the question, what is it? And a proper noun answers the question, what's its name? See the difference between countable and non-countable nouns. Nouns can be singular and plural. Non-countable nouns are always singular. Non-countable nouns are also called mass nouns. They take terms like the amount of before them, and countable nouns take articles before them. Abstract noun and proper nouns are always non-countable nouns, and common and concrete nouns are both countable and non-countable nouns. These are countable nouns. They can be singular and plural both. These are the examples of non-countable nouns: food, music, water. They don't have plural forms. They are always singular. Countable nouns refers to items that can be counted even if the number might be extraordinarily high. Countable nouns can be used with articles such as a, an, and the, or quantifiers such as a few and many. So countable nouns take a few and many before them. What is the uncountable noun from these words? Doll, clock, lamp, picture, candle, mug, coffee. Yes, coffee. Rest of the words are countable nouns. Now let's move on to next type, that is collective nouns. One word that names a group of people, animals, or things. An army of soldiers, a team of ducks, a bunch of keys. Army, team, and bunch are collective nouns. The collective noun can be treated as singular or plural. It depends on the sense of your sentence. For example, the team is scheduled to arrive at 4 o'clock. Here, team is treated as singular. The team are wearing different novelty hats. Here, team is treated as plural. Next is material noun. A material noun is that what refers to a material or substance from which things are made, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton. Examples of material nouns are glass, wheat, gold, coal. Next noun is compound noun. Compound nouns are made up of two or more smaller words. Examples are keyhole, wallpaper, notebook, haircut, cowboy, sunshine, sunflower, classmate, etc. That's all. We have come to an end of this noun topic. Thank you for watching.